Saints. Good luck.
Stage is set.
Do what you gotta do.
And off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. He's got it! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a first carry for their running back. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. Second down at 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's deep for Olave. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. Wait a minute. A reverse. And he is going to have the Saints, and he is going to have the Chargers.
They didn't need a lot here to pick up the first down, so I think it's a smart call. Get the ball to a guy who can maneuver his way across the marker. And, Mike, listen, if they hadn't stopped him so quickly, you and I both know he could have taken that one a lot longer.
He's going to take a shot down the field. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Saints will have great field position right around midfield.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He'll air it out down the middle, and that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back in on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Saints. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. Saints are on top. It's now 10-7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored.
See, little nigga crying.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
It's all right, bro. Hold on, give me a second. Here.
Set to go
Here.
now on 1st and 10.
There you go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Seattle. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Seahawks are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play, a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Olave is the motion man. Now, faking the give. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That is hot, and he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
His drive will start on the ground. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. Here's 2nd and 9. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarter...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is intercepted.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Here's a 2nd and 12. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now, he'll air one out. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Score Saints 17, Seahawks 14.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see if we can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Off the RPO, it's caught by St. Brown.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
He'll try the right side this time. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Seahawks. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll start with an option play to the right. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll let one go down the middle.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. A gain there of 20. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
He'll get this one out to his fullback. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the Saints first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints cut the deficit down to 1.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. Slot receiver headed right. They'll look to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Seattle. No problem there on the extra point. And the Seahawks are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We'll try and run right on the option. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Olave is the motion man. He'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They need one right now. 3rd and long. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the...
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They bring the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
His kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. He'll look deep, left sideline. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. And he'll give it up on the pitch. This will be a Saints 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Olave is the motion man. Now, faking the give. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. This one complete right side. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free, but gains nothing. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ball game. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks, and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.